Hello everybody, welcome to the Empressive channel. I want to talk about this messy interview that Damon Dash did with The Breakfast Club. He accused the host, Charlamagne the God, of being paid by Jay-Z, and Charlamagne kept calling Damon Dash broke. It was so petty. But before I get into that, I first want to thank ZocDoc for sponsoring this video. New life stage changes can be great reasons to get new health care. It can be moving to a new city or state, hitting an age milestone, giving birth or expecting, or finding out about some new health symptom. These are all reasons to take your health more seriously and finding a new doctor. Finding a good doctor is important, but goodness, is it difficult? It is often difficult to find someone who truly hears and sees you and can help you with the various health issues you face. Well, this is where my sponsor ZocDoc comes in. ZocDoc is a free website where you can search and compare high-quality, in-network doctors, choose the right one for your needs, and click to instantly book an appointment. We're talking about in-network appointments with more than 100,000 healthcare providers across nearly every specialty, from mental health to dental health, eye care to skincare, and much more. You can filter for doctors who take your insurance, who are located nearby, who are a good fit for any medical need you may have, and who are highly rated by verified patients. You can also see their actual appointment openings, choose a time that works for you, and click to instantly book a visit. So stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/impressive or click the link in the description to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. Once again, thank you ZocDoc for sponsoring this video. Now back to this messy Breakfast Club interview. If you don't know, Damon Dash is an entrepreneur and he was a record executive. He was also co-owner of Rockefeller Records alongside Jay-Z, but they parted ways. I mean, they had a really nasty fallout over business, and also they allegedly had a fallout over Aaliyah. But there's been a lot of tension and legal issues between them. And also Dame has been going through somewhat of a smear campaign in the media, because anytime you hear or see headlines about him, it's always for something negative, especially when it relates to his finances. I mean, he did file for bankruptcy and he had issues paying child support because he has to pay a lot of child support per year. Not to mention his teeth fell out. So the running joke is Dame Dash is broke. And I don't know if I would really call that a joke, but he has had some misfortune, I will say that. And also he's currently going through a feud with 50 Cent and Cameron over the rights to his film Paid in Full. So there's a lot going on with Dame Dash, but he hopped on The Breakfast Club to promote some of what he's doing, but also he wanted to address some of the rumors about him, because The Breakfast Club has highlighted more negative stories about him. And Damon has said that he feels like some people in the media are sent to purposely smear his name while uplifting another person. And the person he's alluding to is Jay-Z.
There's certain people that always are defending certain people and talking about me. And I know that they're sent to do it.
And Dame even brought up the idea that Charlamagne the God might be getting paid by Jay-Z. Damon Dash and Charlamagne were going at it the whole interview. It was really ridiculous and childish.
The way you keep interrupting me, the way you keep saying things that aren't true but don't know.
Like what? What did I say that's not true?
Let me say what I'm saying. I was still talking.
You're not saying shit.
No, you don't think, of course you don't think that. I think you're gay.
That's fine.
I do. I'm not going to lie. After the Puff stuff, 'cause let me say this. I've never heard you say one thing bad about Jay-Z, not one.
He's not in the room. You shouldn't talk about him.
Don't tell me what to do.
You said you shouldn't talk about men
now
when you're not in the room.
You're interrupting me.
Now you're doing the girl stuff.
I know him. I'm giving you an example, right?
You used to know him.
Can I talk? You're upset. Can I talk?
I'm upset.
Can I talk? I've never seen you say one word, because you talk bad about a lot of people, but you never said one time. And you walk around with his face on your chest. Is that a airplane shirt right now?
Paper planes, yeah.
So I'm thinking to myself, either you got a crush on this man or he's paying you. One or the other. Did you buy that shirt?
Yes.
You went and bought that? They didn't give it to you as much as you say nice things?
You're not supposed to support black business?
I doubt you bought that shirt.
What you mean?
Anyway,
and I buy CEO
so I think
shirts too.
I think you're gay. I'm sorry.
And I think you're broke.
Okay.
Right. Raise your hand if you think Dame's broke in the room. Seriously. Crazy.
There's a lot of people like you that are gay that pretend they're not. I think you're
So I
gay.
can confidently say
I
you're
said it
broke.
in your face. I don't care if you say I'm broke.
And I think you're broke in your face.
And I
What's
think
the
you're
next
broke. I don't
question,
care. That doesn't hurt my feelings what another girl thinks. Let me say this. You acting like a girl.
You move like an old auntie. You an old Harlem auntie.
I could punch you right in your face like a grown man. I won't.
And then we gonna
and you
fight.
won't do
See,
shit.
Dame, this is
Preach
If
that.
you want to see the trailer,
If you're going to dress like a shady pastor, then act like one. Practice what you preach.
this is a bespoke suit that I made, DD. This is, I made.
It looks like you made it.
I know. And you look like you that your boyfriend. It looks like your boyfriend made that. Your boyfriend made that. That's what happened. Your crush made it.
all right.
Anyway,
I don't want to learn nothing from Dead Dash.
Yeah.
Okay?
This interview was actually really, really ignorant. But I did find it interesting when Dame called Charlamagne out for never speaking bad about Jay-Z. And a lot of people don't know this, but Charlamagne has affiliations with Jay-Z and his business partner Desiree Perez and Rock Nation through this company, United Justice Coalition. And he is actually on that page, and you could see Team Rock being tagged on this post. So because of this affiliation, I kind of feel like Charlamagne will never speak negatively about Jay-Z or Desiree. In fact, he will defend them if anything comes out against them. However, on the flip side, when it comes to other people like Dame Dash, he'll be ready to clown him because Dame is Jay-Z's op. Charlamagne isn't sparing anybody that's considered an op of Jay-Z or Desiree. That's what I think. Now, I want to talk about this. The rapper Saweetie sat down and did an interview with Nessa Kaepernick, and she talked about experiencing pretty girl punishment. Now, there has always been this conversation about Saweetie only getting certain opportunities or only being in a certain position because of her looks. Her rapping skills aren't necessarily up to par according to some people's standards, but she's been able to coast by because she's a pretty girl. However, Saweetie has come out and she said that she still faces rejection and opposition behind the scenes in the industry over her looks.
I was going to ask you, do you feel like the industry has tried to count you out? Like,
Since I started, I saw it on TikTok. They were like, they talk about pretty privilege, but they don't talk about pretty punishment. There's been so many times I've just been counted out, and I know that it's behind animosity. I know it's because of a hidden agenda, but it makes me work harder. But this has happened like my whole life. So it's like what I deal with in the industry is just, different face, same case.
oof. Even now?
Yeah. But I see it. It shows up in different ways. This is a reoccurring thing that keeps showing
Yes.
up. So let me just, progress from it, learn from it, grow from it.
Yep.
Don't let it get me down.
So that's what Saweetie had to say. And you know what? I can acknowledge that maybe she has experienced some things behind the scenes where she's been rejected because people don't take her seriously. They don't want to collaborate with her. They feel like she can't rap. They just feel like she has nothing to offer but her looks. And I do think Saweetie not having a hit for so long is kind of contributing to that, because I realize that people don't care about your mediocrity if you have a hit song or if you have music that they like or can relate to. I mean, look at Ice Spice and Sexy Red and Glorilla. They aren't that much talented than Saweetie, but people still like their music. And Saweetie hasn't been able to really connect with the audience the way that they have. So that is what's hurting her right now. It's just the lack of hits. And also, she's not super exceptional. She's not particularly a great rapper or a great performer. She's just kind of there. And I will give her credit for at least being persistent, because in the past year, she has released some music that I actually like. But, nobody is interested in promoting it. And unfortunately, her looks are not working in her favor anymore. People now care more about relatability than looks. And if you don't have the relatability factor, you gotta have the talent, or you gotta show that you really care about your craft. For example, there's this artist named Manon from the girl group Cat's Eye. Manon was actually handpicked to be in the group because she's pretty. She's considered the visual of the group. And they literally found her on social media. She didn't have any background in singing or dancing like the other girls, but she had to work very hard to keep up with the other girls so she wouldn't be seen as a weak link who was only in the group because of her looks. And when you see her perform with the other girls, you don't even notice that she lags behind, and people can't use the excuse that, oh, she's only here because she's pretty. Unfortunately, that hasn't been the case for Saweetie. And now Saweetie kind of looks at her beauty as a punishment more so than a privilege, because as a rapper, she no longer benefits from being beautiful because nobody cares. Anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.